2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Where are all the boars?
Am I counting wrong? Where are all the girl pigs?
Hey guys, it's John in Brooklyn. Welcome back to KC Farms. We are back in the woods with our gilts. And if you've seen a couple videos ago, we're getting ready to pair up some of our breeding pairs for the spring. And these are the gilts that are left. Can you tell them what gilts are?
Gilts are girl pigs that have not had any piglets yet.
Yep. So these are the gilts, and they will be bred a little later, maybe later this year, maybe next year. We're not 100% sure. But these are the 7 that are left. We took out 8 girls.
And we also took out 4 boys.
And these are our young boars that are remaining. Our young boars and Charlie, who's a Barrow, so he'll never be breeding. But these are the boars we have left. We didn't breed Boudreaux this time. He is unregistered, so we did not breed him this time around. So today we're gonna walk around the farm. We've got 4 different pens, 4 boars, 2 girls in with each of the boars, and we're kind of excited about our spring litters. So we're going to show you those 4 pens and the litters that they are, not the litters, but the girls that they are in with, and just kind of talk why we paired some up and maybe what we were thinking when we did those pairings. Okay, we're coming up to our first pen, and if you've seen last video, if you haven't, we'll link it here, but if you've seen last video, we moved the donkeys out of these. We made these barns for our pigs so we could rotate them around, and this was getting really wet, so we moved the donkeys out. But this is our first pen of spring piglets, and they are over here bathing in the sun. Now they can hear me. The boar we have in this pen is Chubbs, and he is our oldest registered boar and our biggest, and that could be just because he's our oldest. We'll see as the younger ones start to grow and get bigger who the biggest one is, but he is our biggest boar.
One of our friendliest.
Yeah, definitely one of our friendliest as well. He's got those big old tusks, so you always got to be aware. But we have put him in with Josephine, and we also put him in with Jelly Bean. And these are 2 gilts. They haven't had any litters yet. We're thinking maybe Jelly Bean has been bred.
That's Josephine.
I'm sorry, that is Josephine. We're not sure if she was in heat or not yet, but it looks like she might have been. The reason we put Jelly Bean in here, because she is one of our largest younger gilts. And so we're thinking maybe we'll have some large piglets from this litter.
These guys are very quiet.
Yeah, they are kind of quiet compared to Sassy. Let's walk out to the other side of the fence so I can actually get pictures of them so they're not just right at my feet. You can see Josephine is a little bit smaller than Jelly Bean, but we don't really have any reasons. All of these guys passed our conformation standards, and that's why we're using them as breeders. As far as why we put them in with Chubbs, I mean, we're just kind of looking to see cool patterns that come out. They all have good feet and good straight backs, so we're kind of excited just to see what's going to happen here. No real reason. Sometimes people will put in pigs, maybe a longer snouted pig with a shorter snouted boar, but that's not the case with these ones here. They're all kind of about the same with snouts, and it all depends on what people are breeding for. We're just breeding for good, healthy pigs with good conformation. Will all the piglets be that when they come out? Probably not. But we are definitely hoping some of them will. So we're excited for this litter. This is the first one we've got put together. And obviously we're going to be following all these litters along as they get closer. If they all breed quickly, which isn't always the case because the females aren't in heat, our first litters will be due in middle to end of May and in throughout June. thereafter. So that's our first pen we put together. Let's jump up here and we will check out our next pen of pigs. All right, we've made it over to our second pen, and we have a gilt and a sow in this pen. And remember, the gilts have not yet had a litter. And that is Millie in the back there. This will be Millie's first litter. She's almost 2. I should have started the last video by saying we don't put any of our girls in unless they're 14 months. It's just not very healthy to put them in there when they're too young or too small. And we have a sow, Penny. This will be her second litter. And her first litter was with Kevin. And you guys followed us along very much. You know who Kevin is on our farm.
We really like him.
Yeah, he's one of our favorite boars. And they had a really good litter last time. And we're going to put them in for another litter there. So we've got Millie and we've got Penny. So when we got Millie, we were really excited. We loved her mom from that farm we got her from. She is a lot smaller than what her parents were, but sometimes that happens. But she's still a good, fat, solid pig now, and she is ready for her first litter. So Kevin has a Topeka trait in his genes, which means that his piglets, his offspring, can have a banding or a belt around them. And we had 2 of them from Penny's litter last time that had a band, and one we call Bandit, and he's one of our little boars back there that we have kept. So we did see Kevin breeding Millie and Penny, and so these ones, we definitely have their days down for middle of May for their litters. So there is our breeding pen number 2. Let's move on to breeding pen number 3. All right, over here at our third pen, and this is our youngest boar that we've chosen to work at breeding this year, and that is Walter, and he is in with Willow, and is that Patches? Yeah, Willow and Patches. You can see she's got that nice straight back. We're excited about all the litters. I might as well stop saying that because we're excited about them all. We're hoping that he'll get the job done. Boars can obviously start breeding earlier than females. He's just under a year old, and we're hoping he will get the job done. Sometimes if you put boars in a little too young, they don't get the job done. If he doesn't get it done, that is okay. We'll try him again later.
Our first time trying Mo with Sassy, he didn't breed.
Yeah,
Younger.
Yeah, good point. But he did get the job done later on in the year, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're giving Mo the shot. We really like him. He's a shorter, big old stocky boar. I mean, he's not real big because he's less than a year, but he's built very well. And I'm sure when he's 2 and 3 years old, he's going to be a big old chunk of a boar. And here's Willow. She's one of those high whites that I like. So we're kind of excited with this pairing, both of them. And that is pen number 3. It's so much easier when I stand on the other side of the fence because they don't come to my ankles. But there's those 3, and they just went in here yesterday, and we have not seen any breeding. I don't think the girls are in heat yet, but we'll keep an eye on that. Remember, every 21 days they come back into heat. So that is, if we don't see the breeding take place, that is how we check and see if they have been bred or not, whether they come into heat or not in those 21 days. So we have one more pen left. We're gonna walk over here and check out our last breeding pen for this spring. All right, we are at our 4th and final breeding pen for this spring, and we've got our talkative pig. Who do we got?
Sassy, and this will be her 3rd litter.
Okay, who else?
We also have Zoe, and it will be her 2nd litter.
And who is the sire of these 2?
This is Mo.
This is Mo. So we've got our talkative Sassy. These are both sows because they've had litters before. They're very similar looking pigs, black and white, but they both had great litters. Sassy's litters have both been with Kevin, And so this is the first time. We tried Sassy with Mo last year, and we thought he was too young and didn't get the job done. But he did get the job done with Zelly over there. And that is our litter that had 8 girls and 1 boy, and they were all double waddled. So we decided to put them back together again. And I'm gonna step out because Miss Chatty Pants, oh good, Brooklyn has taken them off of me here. Except for you. You're so chatty. So Sassy's probably our longest, biggest sow. So we really enjoy seeing what she produces. If you're into meat, obviously you're wanting your bigger pigs bred for meat. We're not trying to turn around our meat super fast and make profit off of it. So we don't care as much that they grow super big, super fast. We're just looking for healthy pigs. So this is our last pen. I'm gonna step out. That should give us 8 litters. Now all of them may not take, and that is okay. We've had questions about our farrowing areas. In the past, we've used that little barn back over there for farrowing, and we use this barn for farrowing. Well, obviously that's not enough for 8 litters. We do have some farrowing options in the works, and we'll make you wait for that update when that happens. So we will be prepared when these piglets come, and we are excited. Looks like Mo's just gonna take a nap right there, huh? Are you that tired? You been breeding already, Mo? Are you that tired? Huh? It's a lot of work, huh? So anyway, so those are our plans and pairs that we're putting in. Go ahead and put down in the comments if you can remember back. If not, scroll back and check out those pairings that we have. Let us know which ones you're most excited for. I think I've said most excited or excited for about all of them, which we are. It's always so much fun because they're all different colors, and fat little meatballs running around the farm is always a fun time. So
speaking of a fat little meatball.
Where's a fat little meatball? Oh, Kobe. Kobe's coming to check us out. But go ahead and put down in the comments which pairing you are most excited to see. And we appreciate you doing that for us if you haven't already.
Make sure you like, subscribe, check us out on Facebook and also Instagram. And don't forget to make the change.
All right, we'll see you on the next video, guys.